I need some sound. Morning, Deb. Thank you. Appreciate all of this electronic stuff. Yay.
My friend Deb is going to let us know when we're actually starting. But she's busy staring at the screen right now. But you know how it is. We're always starting. Yeah, she's got her hand like this. Ready, set, not yet. Are y'all excited to be here? Welcome to Unity of Olympia. Welcome to those of you online. We're really glad you're here as well. And today, I'm Reverend Terry, and I am really over the moon with joy to introduce our friend, John Stringer, musician, mystic, and the man who brings the unity message, the new thought message, to us in a way that speaks to our bones. So please welcome John Stringer.
Sometimes the tangles in our lives lead to anticipation. This is a welcome song. There is a space in my heart. I find the truth. Me and you, a truth beyond what you may see now. But when we are one, we bring more good about. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world that open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. And be who you are, and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. See with new eyes, allow and unfold. Embrace and let go. Trust the flow. There's a freedom in love when you follow your heart. Together we are stronger than we could ever be apart. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah. There is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love, welcome to peace, welcome to our community. And be who you are, and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. And breathe in and out. Slowly feel all that's around you, and all that you feel, and all that you know.
so let's do some prayer, right? We want to light this candle as, oops, I better turn it around the right way and not light my sleeve on fire. Whew. Feel a little lit up by that music. We recognize that this candle, this light, is a symbol of that divine light that shines within all of us and all of them. Right?
Yes.
Sacred,
Amen.
sacred life. It is sacred, regardless of who it belongs to, right?
Yes.
Sweet Spirit, we open our hearts, our minds, every cell of our bodies to the awareness of this presence that lives in and through us, around us, that connects us one to another. We welcome this. We welcome love for our neighbor. We welcome caring for the stranger.
Amen.
We welcome all that brings this world into one love, one peace, one joy. We welcome it into our own hearts, that it may be made manifest in the world. We're so grateful to know what our purpose is. Thank you, God. Together, thank you, God. Amen.
Many of you may know this wonderful song, Ricky Byers. I'm going to start it off the way she starts it off. There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all for myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can see if you're discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day. You gotta let it go, let it all go. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit from my life. In my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only for God. No more struggle, no more strife. In my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. In my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. One time. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. In my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for I am free. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for
Birthday Sunday. It's a birthday Sunday. I don't know how that happened. I thought it was the second Sundays was birthday Sundays, and today's the
It
third.
is the second
Today's the second
Sunday.
Sunday? Oh my. You know, some days are like that, right? That's what happens when I'm not really focused on a lesson or anything. I'm just showing up to receive. Yes, I'm a free spirit. Those of you who were born in the month of November, would you be willing to share the joy of your birth by standing or sticking your hands up in the sky? Oh, my goodness.
I guess one too many Johns here this morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is John. Welcome to Seattle. I thought I was over that. You know, the first year, I came from Seattle Unity. The first year, okay, fine. You know, 2 years into it, probably should be. Welcome to Welcome to Unity of Olympia. And welcome to everyone who's joining us online. So, we as Unity of Olympia stand as a beacon of love, justice, and belonging. We are committed to fostering diversity, equity, and inclusion for all people, especially those people who have been marginalized due to race, gender identity, sexual orientation, or any aspect of their humanity. We believe that no individual or group should live in fear, face exclusion, or be denied dignity. We honor the sacred worth of every person and support everyone in living authentically, freely, and fully. Our community is a safe place where love leads and everyone is welcome. So it is. Amen. We have a share from Reverend Terry.
It is my great pleasure and honor to introduce to you our Unity of Olympia prayer team. They're being officially installed today. So as I call your name, will you please come forward and join me up here on the platform? Carol Layton, Linda Irid, Audrey Pitchford, Nancy Gordana, Linnell Mooney, and Laura Pelosi. And in absentia, Jeffrey LaForce. We will hold him in consciousness and tell him to watch later. The members of our prayer team have one primary purpose. Oh, nobody gets to stand directly behind me. Yeah, because we want to see your beautiful faces. Yeah, their primary purpose is to promote prayer consciousness. That's it. The Unity Movement is based on living our prayers. Emily Cady wrote in her book, Talks on Truth, conscious knowledge of an indwelling God, which we so crave, is that of which Paul wrote in Colossians, as the mystery that has been hidden throughout the ages and generations, but has now been revealed. Christ in you, the hope of glory. That is an affirmative prayer. To know Christ in you is to know prayer consciousness. As prayer team members, you've all agreed to the following. You agree that prayer is creative thinking that heightens the connection with God and mind and therefore brings forth wisdom, healing, prosperity, and everything good. You'll look for the indwelling Christ for inspiration to guide, govern, and prosper you. You believe in the power of prayer and that, as Jesus said, all things are possible to one who believes. You believe that you've been called to this work by the Spirit of truth within. And you agree to know the truth of the power and presence of the indwelling Spirit for those with whom you pray. If these statements are still true, please respond with, I agree.
I agree.
So if you wish, I'd like you to join me in affirming our prayer for protection for these beautiful souls. So that means instead of us, say you. The light of God surrounds you. The love of God enfolds you. The power of God protects you. And the presence of God watches over you. Wherever you are, God is, and all is well. We thank you for your service to our community. You may have a seat.
And this morning, Lisa is doing the children's service.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry to be here. We are still continuing our lessons on Harry Potter. So we're talking today about his painful scar. And what I'd like to ask you is, have you ever intuitively known something, even though it wasn't something that you really thought you were supposed to know? Yes. Okay? It happened this morning. For some reason in my head, I thought, I'm doing the children's lesson today. And right after that, Reverend Terry looked at me and said, you got something for the children's lesson. I went, okay, good. I do have this today. I just had it. I had it happen. So Harry Potter's scar was like that. That was his intuition. It started to hurt whenever Voldemort was around, right? It was his way of communicating and knowing if he was in danger. And we have that ability too through our own Christ presence, through our own abilities. We have the ability to tap into that, to know if there's something is right for us. And I don't know how many of you do this, but sometimes we just ask, am I supposed to be in this place? Am I supposed to be working here? Is my energy needed there? And those are important questions to ask ourselves, to find out and follow our own Christ self, to know where we're supposed to be and what we're supposed to show up for. So I'm glad you showed up today. Something told each and every one of you were supposed to be here today, and I'm really glad you're here. Our affirmation today is, I use my Christ light to follow my intuition. Together, I use my Christ light to follow my intuition. Thank you.
Let's sing now. Let's
All
sing now.
right, everybody come.
And please know that it is your generosity that helps support our youth program, our wonderful musicians, our guest musicians, and all the other programs that go on here at Unity of Olympia. And now we'll move into our prayer portion of the service, and the daily word is going to be read by Audrey today.
Good morning. Today's daily word is glory. I am blessed to be part of the glory of God. I am a spiritual being, a glorious expression of God. As I live more fully into my divine nature, I better recognize my unity with life. Looking around me, I see the beautiful diversity of humanity. I also appreciate the vast variety of creatures on earth. Whether of earth, sky, or water, all creatures are glorious components of the universe. I give thanks for each one. I turn my attention inward. The glory of God within me is an inner kingdom where beautiful and loving thoughts live. Kindness, warm memories, inspired motivation, and peace. As I bring my attention to the realm of my consciousness, I create within me a world of majesty, splendor, and wonder that I also find in the world around me. As I do, I discover the glory of God everywhere. And from Psalms chapter 19, verse 1, the heavens are telling the glory of God, and the firmament proclaims his handiwork. I am blessed to be part of the glory of God, and I invite us to affirm that together. I am blessed to be part of the glory of God, and so it is.
Thank you, Audrey. And there's prayer boxes at the front and at the back of the sanctuary. Audrey will be in the back of the sanctuary for prayer afterwards. And please know that anytime you pray with anybody here at Unity of Olympia, I think it's actually because I'm becoming more comfortable up here, but you have to know that I was at Seattle Unity for 40 years. It's pretty ingrained in me. Okay, so where were we? Know that your prayers are always held in the highest confidence. They're prayed for by our wonderful prayer team here, and then it's sent off to Unity in the... Silent unity. Okay, so it is time for our prayer of affirmation. If we can do that together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life. God the Good, all power, presence, and wisdom. It is in God that we live, move, and have my being. And so it is.
So this song is a prayer. I'm going to invite you to pray it with me by simply opening your heart and receiving its words as if you were singing. It's a prayer of thanksgiving and surrender.
me be your hands, let me be your voice. I'll give you everything I can, and I say yes. Great Spirit, I say yes. Father, Mother, I say yes to your love. Oh yes, oh yes, and I say yes. Spirit, I say yes. I lift my hands up to you, let my body be a vessel, let my soul be to yes, yes. Take my hands, do what you will, and take my voice, do what you will, and take my do what you will. Let your love flow through me. I know you know the plans to prosper me. Yes, give me hope in the future, and I say yes. I surrender, and I say yes, yes, and I say yes, yes, and I say yes, yes, and I say and I see Great Spirit, I say yes. Father, I say yes to your love. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Take a breath with me. To the great I am, we're just gonna set this down here. How about that? To the essence, the source of life, that which we all emerge from, living life's motive, expressing divinity in all the ways we choose, forgetting, remembering, awakening, sleeping, dancing, and even suffering. We affirm that there is only God good, one presence, one power, present everywhere. We affirm that the appearance of things, no matter how challenging, are for us. We affirm that we have the power to choose through our practice to awaken, to see with new eyes, and to align with the source of life itself, so that we might be, do, and have in harmony with life.
And the title of this talk is Deconstructing Genius. But I keep seeing my friend in my mind throughout the service. So I want to give a prayer to my dear friend Rachel and anybody who is going through the challenges that life brings and maybe seeking that transcendence, seeking that harmony, seeking that alignment with the source. In immense pain, darkness, the illusion of suffering, whatever. We call upon the Great Spirit to help us see the perfection of it all. We call upon that Great Spirit to help us see and know the truth is there is only God. It's in the times of great pain that we find our power. Been there, remember, finding that power to transcend the illusion and seeing the perfection of even pain. And that the resistance is what brings the suffering. I pray that for all who are suffering, that they might opt out. And I know it's when we're ready, we all choose to opt out, but just sending that compassion. I simply ask for the source of life to speak through me, so it would not be tainted with my own limited conditioned thinking, but that be alive with what's best and highest for all concerned. So the title of this talk is just Deconstructing Genius in Spirituality or Spiritually Abundant Lives. The reality is we are genius. Even in this moment, I'm experiencing the creative genius of, I would say, attachment. The creative genius of attachment to wanting things to be a certain way, but then showing up differently and probably choosing a little bit of suffering. Choosing a bit of suffering in that attachment and resisting what is, and doing my best to align with this higher consciousness that knows all is well and always is, and yet still wishing, still holding on to wishing it was a little different. That's the truth. And I'm willing to surrender and let that go. And I think that's really where the rubber hits the road sometimes, you know? Where you know and you sense, or you've even received before, and even experienced that knowing, realizing and awakening. And then afterwards, what do? Chop wood, kill it. You still have to live, and you may even forget and have to get back. And I find myself in that moment of just remembering the need to align, so I remember all is well and always is, even in the midst of suffering, and even in the midst of the appearance and illusion of separation from our good. All is well and always is. So, to the talk. The reality is, we are genius in the sense of the actual definition. And not knowing that is part of not knowing ourselves. Part of what blocks our ability to use that power. Because if you don't realize you have it, you might not choose it, right? See, that God-given ability to realize our abundance. Today, I'm simply here to remind us of this power, of this oneness in perfection. And later, we'll demonstrate it in worship for those of you who will be attending. So let's begin with deconstructing genius. If you look up the word genius in the world's dictionaries, it usually says something like exceptional intellectual or creative abilities, high IQ, or great originality. And then some definitions even say it's a person with remarkable natural talent or insight. But that's only half the story. And that's a modern half. If we look back to the origins in ancient Rome, the word genius didn't refer to a person's intellect. It was your guiding spirit. The unseen force present from birth that shaped your unique character and destiny. It was the thing behind your talent. So this ancient idea of an animating force, that's what we're really talking about when we discuss the Christ consciousness. When we discuss even spiritually abundant lives. Whether you call that spirit an I am, or my favorite, the source. It's the source of all knowing. The text and the sages agree. There's a creative wisdom that bestows life, inspiration, and understanding. Now, what I want to offer to you is the definition I like to work with. The capacity to go beyond limited conditioned thinking and access higher consciousness that can seem miraculous. Even Lisa talked about Harry Potter, right? Things that you know that you don't think you should know, but you know. So that's a level of genius where we see even in mathematics and music demonstrated. My favorite example of that are the 60-minute interviews that I grew up seeing of the savants and the mathematicians and the people who could actually have an intellectual conversation with you and explain how their genius worked. I saw the common thread over and over. It was fascinating to see them say, hey, how is it possible that you can beat a computer and calculate the square root of 3 million faster than any computer we have? How do you do it? Do you carry the 1 and it's like, that's a lot of carrying. In multiple interviews, the same pattern would emerge. They explained, they posed the question, and they received images and symbols, and they translated the symbols into numbers. If you do the research, it's hard to find. I'm trying to Google these and find these in interviews, found a couple of them. But what's fascinating about that is they tapped into the same genius that I later went on to study and find out Mozart and many great Jews, Beethoven, all these different people used the symbols in translating, whether it was into music, whether it was into math, numbers, get this, whether it was into information, direction and guidance. I've since learned to work with those symbols, the symbols I receive, and I get guidance from my clients. And sometimes they're like, wow, how did you know that? I was like, well, I'm tapping into what knows. It's the source, right? We all have that ability. That's what's amazing. Like Harry Potter. We have this ability to tap into this power that is already within us. Now, let's go back to the ancient idea. At a certain level of genius, there's this connection to our blueprint, right? We talked about the old idea of genius from the Roman times and how it would guide your life. Well, this wonderful genius knows exactly your cosmic blueprint. This wonderful genius knows why you're here experiencing life as you are now and why all the ingredients you've been given are perfect for where you are in this very moment. It's almost like the acorn realizing, tuning into the divine intelligence, rooting into the dirt, into the darkness, surrendering and saying, okay, I'm ready. And then beginning to decompose and stretch and grow and break through, become the big oak tree. It's in its coding. Just as the acorn is divinely coded, so are you. What happens is we get conditioned to believe that society, family, history knows better. We get conditioned to believe that the educational system that hands out the degrees and the constructs of man that ordain us or tell us this or that know better. And that's okay. But isn't it funny how when we're stuck under a log or we're drowning under sea, we finally remember often and call out to that great animating force, help! All the degrees in the world don't matter in that moment when we need that help. Often we call out, no matter what the condition, to this all-present force that is loving and always there, waiting, till we've had enough of the suffering. And we're ready to live life more abundantly. So what I'm offering is simply the reminder that that abundant life is available to all who would access genius. But access it in the way that your cosmic blueprint is set up to access it. Now, here's the point. There are a lot of ways to open up to that genius. Some of you probably found practices that work for you. We've had pioneers in thought, in human achievement, that have been able to access that genius and have told us their secrets. I'll give you a couple of them. Good old Einstein. Anybody remember that name? Good old Thomas Edison. Anybody remember that name? Heard of him? These guys had a technique in common. Fascinating technique. Maybe you've heard of it. They would begin a nap and hold like metal balls or a spoon or something that if it dropped, it would make a noise. They begin that nap and they would enter what's called the hypnagogic, now we call it the hypnagogic state. But it's this state, like before you fall into a deep sleep. And so suddenly, oh wow, the hanging goes loose and the object falls to the ground and it wakes them up. And in that moment, they would wake up and they would copy down the ideas that would come to their minds and the inspiration that they received. How is it that two amazing inventors from our history had the same type of technique? Because they discovered a practice, a way to get to what our science has labeled the hypnagogic state, simply meaning it cuts down or shuts down the logical, egoic, analytical mind and allows inspiration to come through the creative mind without being blocked and judged and shut down. These guys use those techniques to do amazing things. What I'm offering to you is our prayer, our meditation, our practices help us get to that state to open up and let go of the analytical mind that thinks it knows everything, thinks it has to have this, that, and the other, and has to get more education, more of this, and lacks that. And instead, it opens up to what it already possesses and allows that inspiration to come through, allows that genius to speak and be heard. Some of us need to find a practice like that.
that shuts down the logical, analytical storytelling mind that keeps telling us the same stories on repeat, telling us it's too late, telling us I missed my window, telling us I don't have enough, I can't, telling us something's wrong in the world and there's problems here and problems there, and somebody needs to save us or fix it, telling us I'm not the answer. When we can use our practices to shut down, let go of that limited conditioned thinking, access the higher level of consciousness that knows, we begin to hear the genius, we begin to receive the signals, whether it comes in colors, whether it comes in kinesthetic ways, multiple modalities of thought, meaning different ways of thinking that genius will speak to us, symbols, visual, even smell. Things you shouldn't have the ability to know, but you receive anyway. When you learn to work with that great power, you're working with the ruka, the ruach. You're working with the spirit that teaches all things. That great master teacher, Yeshua, was quoted to have said would be said. When you're working with Christ consciousness, you're working with genius. So each of us has a blueprint that is perfect for what we're here to do. The genius we're here to bring. And it's uniquely you. It's what the source of life is seeking to express as you. And guess what the indicators are? Desire. Desire is the great indicator. Isn't that funny? Now, why is it that some practices, disciplines, whatever, say desire is the cause of suffering? I'll tell you. I'd like to say I figured it out, but I haven't figured it out. This is what I think. Desire is the seed of the frequencies that source is seeking to be amplified in and as you. Now, you've got this little frequency, kind of like low volume, and the source is asking you to turn up the volume. However, instead of grabbing the volume switch, you look out there and like, oh, that car has the volume. Let me go grab the car, and then you secretly put the other hand on it, turn it up when you touch the car. Oh no, that relationship has the volume. Let me go. And you're secretly and unconsciously turn up the volume when you grab the relationship. And you're like, oh no, that over there, that has it. And then you turn it down because you don't have it yet. Oh, yeah, that's it. I gotta get it. Oh, I haven't got it. You keep turning it down. Oh, it's too far away. Oh, it's too late. Oh. And you turn it off. So instead, I believe what those wonderful practices are pointing to is desire when we project it out. It creates separation from the power to amplify it. When we cast it out into the external as the solution, then it becomes the source of separation. But when we remember, actually, I'm not separate from any good. This desire, this frequency, I can amplify it within me. All I have to do is focus, feel, turn up the volume. Even if it means I need to practice my genius by visualizing myself in it, by feeling it, hearing it, tasting it. Ah, there we go. There's the fulfillment. There's the vibration. Let me fully embody that because it is of source. Let me not project it into the things. Let me clarify the real intention here is to feel able, to feel safety, to feel achievement, to feel connection, to feel certainty. What do those frequencies feel like as we clarify our intentions? We activate the frequencies of those desires
we collapse separation in quantum leap into fulfillment and divine expression of our birthright, bliss, from moment to moment. That's abundant life. That's collapsing separation. That's God the good everywhere present, even in our desire. That's our birthright. And it's okay if we forget. I forget. But boy, does it feel good to remember. So here's the point. I want to tell you a story first. Time, my love? Okay, got time for a quick story. We'll make it a short story. Sometimes there's peculiar things that happen, like accidents, muggings, or the like, that activate our genius. There's a man named Jason Paget, you may have heard of, who is an ordinary furniture salesman and a party boy. Made fun of people, bookworms and stuff like that, hated math. One night he was mugged and hit in the head. The blow caused a kind of brain injury, but when he woke up, he saw the world completely different. He could suddenly see complex shapes, geometric patterns, and fractals everywhere. In water spirals and leaves and light, even in his hand. One day, he's sitting down with his workbook, drawing these things, just fascinated, obsessed with it. And a physicist comes up and recognizes that these images are actually describing the structure of the world in a lot of physics concepts, and encourages him to go back to school. When he returns to school, he starts learning things, and they're actually different language for the same things he'd been taught. It was just man had come up with other names for it, so he had to learn their language for the very things he could see. He went on to write a wonderful book, give TED Talks, etc. Now, I don't want to paint it like it was rosy and everything was easy, because he had some shadow work to do too when this opening happened. But the point is, it opened him up to the power that was already within. Now, we don't need an accident or a mugging to open up to that. The point is, we have other examples like Einstein. We have other folk like John Stringer, who is actually teaching people how to open up to that power and seeing it happen over and over again. We have examples like Terry, Reverend Terry. We have examples like many of you who are opening up to that power and seeing it happen, accessing genius on demand. G-O-D. That's the invitation. That's what I hope you will go away from this wonderful moment remembering. You are the very expression of the Christ consciousness, waiting to align with that source and listen and bring forth, bring through, bring forth your divine birthright. Whether through gratitude for what you've already created or visualizing what you want to create, you've got the power. So it is. So once again, I'm going to combine. Oh, wait. Okay, good. I'm going to combine the meditation and the song together just to imagine you're hearing from the wonderful source of life itself in the song. Think of it as the Christ consciousness reminding you of what it wants to remember through you. It goes like this. Take a breath with me, please. Thank you.
I am. I heard that you've been looking for me. Pardon me to look for me. I think that's kind of funny. And here I am, waiting for you. So listen for me now. I can wait for as long as it takes, because everything is already here. Right now, right now, hold the instant, hold the moment. Hold the instant, hold the moment. You've seen the peace, you've seen the veil remove, yet you know that you love to suffer until you're ready for some higher good. Yeah, it's all good, as you say, it's all good, 'cause I made it that way. The essence is eternal, an extension of myself. Hold the instant, hold the moment. Hold the instant, hold the moment. Your creation of form is something else, a beauty but not real. So don't get caught in how you feel when you see something go down that you don't like. Remember, oh remember, there's no wrong and there's no right. Hold the instant, hold the moment, and I will lead you home. Hey! Hold the instant, hold the moment.
Thank you, John, for a both beautiful and heartfelt talk this morning. And aren't you glad you kept your divine appointment to be here this morning? Yes, is there. So if you are new to Unity of Olympia, when you walk in, hopefully you got one of these packets. On the back of it, there's a rose there. If you could put that on your shirt, that lets us know that you're new here and we can make a special effort to reach out and welcome you. And also, if you could fill out the information sheet, we particularly want to see the back side where we ask you just a few brief questions about how we did so that we can continue to improve and reaching out to people who come here for the first time. And if you notice that the people who have the name tags on with the green ribbons, they are a welcoming committee and they would be happy to answer any questions that you may have. Please join us downstairs after the service for coffee and tea and refreshments and conversation, so we'd like to get to know you better. And if you are here for, say, the second or third time, would you be willing to raise your hand so we can see who's coming back and visiting us? Yes, I see you. Great, thank you. And now we'd like to move into the portion of conscious giving. So I ask the ushers to come forward, please. And we, as a spiritual cooperative, each give what we can to support our church. And we know that by doing this, we put feet to our faith. So we invite you to take your contributions into your heart. And any way that you give is great with us, either by Venmo, by the website, giving here. We appreciate it. So if we can say our prayer together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, all that I give, and all that I receive. Unity of Olympia is a prosperous community. We enthusiastically and continually generate more than enough ideas, energy, and money to meet all our needs and desires. And so it is.
This is a little chant. All it is, oh, lift my heart, oh, lift my soul again. It goes like this. Oh, lift my heart. Oh, lift my soul. Oh, lift my heart. So we give thanks for the abundant lives we've been blessed to live. We give thanks for the ability to see it, the ability to choose differently. And we give thanks for the opportunity to give. And so it is.
to the point. And please remember that Audrey will be in the back of the sanctuary after service for prayers. And so please take a look at the reader board up here and notice if there's anything, notice all the things that we have going on there. Is there anything that you want to emphasize, Reverend Terry?
I was supposed to be up here by now, I forgot. Let's see. A workshop after service starts at 11:30, so we got 22 minutes to get a little bite to eat and a cup of coffee. It'll be upstairs here down the hallway in room 205. That is, we do request a love offering. Nobody will be turned away, but a love offering would be fabulous. What else is up there, you guys? Gratitude potluck is coming up on 2 weeks from today. So be thinking about what vegetarian dish you're going to be providing. And I think that that's it for now.
So what is John's workshop about?
What's your workshop about?
Great question. Should I say it? So quickly, it is about tapping into the collective genius that we talked about, and we'll be doing it together. I'll be showing you a way to bring it through and just allow it and trust. And we'll create a collective sound and collective healing together.
Genius on demand. We will be using that again. And the very last thing is I wanted to show off this sacred box of cornflakes that is on our altar. And I just want to keep it there for a while as a reminder that as winter months come along, food is a more challenging thing to get for some people. And so please, there's a box downstairs for you to put extra food gifts into. It's in the lobby on your way in. Thank you for sharing your abundance so generously.
Thank you, Reverend Terry. The flowers today were provided by Terry Lonsberry, another great fall arrangement. Thank you, Terry. And I want to give the flowers today to a couple of our longtime members, and it's Dorita and Tony.
Shall we pray? You want to be done now? All right. Together, the light of God surrounds us. We are the light of God. The love of God enfolds us. We are the love of God. The power of God protects us. We are the power of God. And the presence of God watches over us. We are the presence of God. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you so much for joining us online today. Have a great day. You all want to circle up so we can sing?